Hello, welcome back to Cray Outdoors. Today's video is another compilation video of my last week of the ice season. My second to last weekend of ice fishing. I had one of the craziest moments ice fishing ever. It was Valerie's first time ever ice fishing, and initially she didn't want to be in a video. I was okay with that. I decided it was best not to bring the camera because I wanted her to catch something. And I don't want to say that having the camera is bad luck, because I have had some really good days on this channel, as you know, but I have determined that not having the camera is good luck. Whenever I forget the camera or the camera's not working, whenever I'm not filming for whatever reason, crazy stuff seems to happen, and this day was no exception. So before the day started, I gave Valerie a very brief rundown of how a tip-up works, so she just kind of had a general idea. And all we had really caught were tiny little perch, which is typical of Quaker Lake. Then all of a sudden, right before dark, two flags went up at the exact same time. The one out deep and then the one right next to shore. So two opposite ends of the ice, flags go up. It was the exact same time. The plan initially was for me to take every single flag until we caught something decent, just to show Valerie, exactly how you bring the fish in by hand and everything, how you set the hook. But we weren't able to do that because I ran to the one flag and Valerie went to the other flag. The flag that Valerie was at was spinning so fast that the fish actually took all the line off the tip up and started like pulling on the whole tip up. And fortunately my dad was there to kind of coach her through it. So she had to take that flag and start pulling in this fish. Meanwhile, I'm battling this giant fish on the other end of the ice, and ended up being one of my biggest rainbow trout ever and her biggest ever pike. All right, Valerie just got that giant pike we're about to release. And I just got one of the biggest trout of my life at the exact same time. We're gonna keep the trout by the tail. If he doesn't swim off right away, just kind of.
He's got
it. He's got it.
He did. I'm sorry, did you?
There's a big pike. And then I just got a 27-inch rainbow trout. We're gonna keep that. He swallowed it pretty bad. One of the biggest trout of my life. So the day I don't film is the day that we catch giant fish. It was a crazy moment. You can probably tell by the picture, it was by far her largest fish ever. She'd only ever caught a small pike before in the open water. It was one of my biggest rainbow trout ever. It was just over 9 pounds, but that was after I had cut the throat and bled it out on the ice. You can see its throat was cut and it had a lot of blood in it. So before I had bled that fish out, it probably would have gone closer to 10 pounds. I think that pike was every bit of 11 pounds. So really, really awesome to have two fish of a lifetime come out of the ice at the exact same time. Probably the most crazy doubleheader I have ever had fishing ever. What an awesome first time ice fishing for Valerie. It was really crazy to have that be your first day ever ice fishing, to catch fish like that. So that was the story of the second to last weekend of ice fishing, and of course Valerie gave me permission to post this after that crazy experience that we had. She felt bad that she told me not to film a video, but again, I'm okay with it because not having the camera I think was good luck. So glad we caught those fish. That week, I decided to get out on the small boat harbor. I got out of work early one day. I should have thrown a shanty in my car. I am not well prepared for ice fishing at all. Recently started working here in Buffalo. It's last ice. Got out of work early, so we're going to give ice fishing a quick shot here at the small boat harbor. It's been a hot minute since I've ice fished the small boat harbor, probably 6-7 years. So anyway, we're going to give it a shot, see how we do. I'm better prepared for steelhead fishing, but after all the rain this week, the steelhead streams are completely blown out. We're at the small boat harbor where I kind of know what I'm doing. We've got some butter worms and some wax worms. Maybe we can jig up some smelt or something, put them on a tip up, and just see how we do. It's a bit windy. It's going to be rough. Well, I decided we're going to kill two birds with one stone here. I don't have a shanty, so I have no protection from the wind out here today, and it's not a calm day. It's not super windy, but I think it said 14-mile-an-hour wind gusts, which I mean, out here on Lake Erie is significant because it's usually going to be higher here. And anyway, I want to get away from the wind a little bit. This corner seems to be protected from the wind. Last ice, the fish start heading towards the shoreline, so I think it kind of makes sense to hang out here on the shoreline And we're killing two birds with one stone, because you can see there's a fishing spot right there. And I live in Buffalo now, so someday I might want to come and fish this spot after work. By drilling a bunch of holes right here in front of this fishing spot, the ice is going to melt here quicker, and maybe next week we'll be able to open water fish where we are ice fishing today. Seems thick enough. Whew, that is thick. Thick, thick, thick. Gosh dang. Maybe we won't be open water fishing here next week. That ice is still a foot thick. Could have driven the van out here. Alright, folks, just had our first bite. Bit like a smelt too. That's what I really like. God, oh, I missed him. Felt it. This is where I need my fish finder. Got him this time. Yay! Oh no, it's a perch. Dang it. You're not a smelt. I thought for sure it'd be a smelt. Well, they can go on a tip up anyway. Oh, another tiny perch, another tip up the way I see it. That's random. Place to see a coyote. Most random freaking place in the world to see a coyote. Thing ran across the ice right in front of me. Across my tip-up line. Alrighty, well, I didn't film it because I thought it was another one of those stupid tiny perch. Check it out, I caught the target species. Well, the species that I was wanting to catch. I ain't caught a smelt in a couple years. I mean, really any smelt is eating size if you wanted to eat them. At this point, I didn't catch enough smelt to make a meal. And I obviously, at this point, I'm not going to put one on a tip-up. This is definitely, whoa, losing my reel. This is a way better bait than little perch to put on tip-ups. This is like... So my camera froze at the end there. I think that was the last fish of the day. I might have caught another little perch. I don't remember. I think I caught like 3 tiny perch, and that smelt ice fishing wasn't very good on the small boat harbor, but it was cool seeing that coyote. I'd seen on Ice Shanty people talking about the coyotes on the small boat harbor, and I just kind of had a hard time believing it because it's so urban there. Like, that's right, like, in downtown Buffalo. Like, where could the coyotes even come from? And I'm fishing there, and I thought it was somebody's dog. It, like, came right up to me. It was, 10 yards from me. And I'm like, oh, hey, doggy, who do you belong to? And then I realized, holy crap, that's a coyote. And I didn't get very good shots of it with my phone or my camera. I wish I'd been recording. It came so close. Definitely an urban coyote. The coyotes here on the southern tier are very afraid of people. They wouldn't be getting that close. But yeah, that coyote didn't give a crap. It was interesting. So I spent the last weekend of ice fishing back at Allegany State Park, starting off at Red House Lake. The ice here by the shoreline was a lot less than the main lake. Look at that, 8 inches. This is the first time we've lost ice all year. It was gaining all season, and then last weekend it held steady from the weekend before. I'd say last weekend was the start of last ice. This weekend we lost about 4 inches this week. It was 13 inches, now it's 8. There's flag up, I just noticed it. We're kind of getting the fish finder set up. Looks like it's spun. I wonder how long that's been up for. Ooh, it's moved too. I got him. Ooh, it's decent. It's decent. It's decent. I think it's a trout. Oh yeah. Oh man, holy crap, big bass. I love last ice. I love last ice, folks. 5 minutes we've been here. Just put the flags up. And check that out. It's a chunky, about an 18-inch largemouth, probably about 3 pounds, maybe a little less. We're gonna get him right back. We found an artificial, and being in-season bass. I think it might be, I don't know what the regulations are in Pennsylvania. In Pennsylvania, he might be in season. We're on the New York side of the border today, though. Cool, what a start. That was on dead bait too. Most of my shiners are dead, and so I want to save some live bait for Quaker. It just got way bigger. Come on, bite it, bite it, bite it, bite it, bite it. Flag number 2 on the day. No wind either. They're the, oh, it's spinning. It's spinning. Surprised there's flags out here that are going off. Maybe I should move my whole setup out this way towards the middle of the lake. I want to say my flag's out deep, but it's actually deeper water closer to shore towards the dam. Out here it's kind of shallows out into a flat. I'm in 15, I'm not going to say where I am. Spun a bunch of times and it just stopped. Dropped it, whatever it is. Took our bait. Dag nabbit. Oh well, swing and a miss. Oh, I keep marking a fish down there that comes up and looks at my jig. I've tried a couple different baits on my jig, and it's just not biting. It's only looking at it. My suspicion is a rock bass. It's acting like a rock bass. It seems like a sizely one. That's what I don't like about Allegany State Park. There's a group down there on the dock. It's a soft shoreline now, and so the only way to get onto the ice is to go across that dock. And there's a group of people just crushing the ice around the dock just for funsies, which, you know, is fine, other than the fact that I need that ice against the dock to safely make it back to shore. That's the annoying part of Allegany State Park. Flag to end the day. I'm pulling tip-ups. We just had a flag go off. Oh, this is the one that went off before. Alright, I'm not going to miss it this time. I'm not going to miss it this time, and then I just did. There's some stupid people breaking the ice around the dock here. Hopefully I can get off the ice. Yeah, see? That was not like that earlier. I can still make it onto the dock, though. Good to go. Well, one bass. We were 1 for 3 flags. Had that one flag go off at the end there while I was pulling tip-ups. But that fish never came back, so I'm going to call it quits here on Red House. We're going to head to Quaker, see how we do there. Other fun thing about this time of year, you have open water in addition to ice at the inlets. There are people fishing at the inlet to Red House, but no one's here at the inlet to Quaker, so we're going to give it a few casts on our way to the ice. Well, it's pretty here. We ran the pin. I'm not seeing any fish. I have caught fish in these little patches of open water this time of year. Especially when it first opens up, the trout will like to go and explore that patch of open water first thing. They're curious animals like anything else. But nothing today. I think this has been opened up for a while, so I think the fish are probably back safe and sound underneath the ice in the warmer water at the depths. So that's where we're going to go head towards the dam and set up some tip-ups and see if we can pull out a fat trout or a fat pike. It's the last weekend of pike season, so I'm yet to catch a big pike this year. Valerie got on that big one last weekend. I want to catch myself a big pike now. Crazy. Got Quaker Lake to ourselves. We had Red House Lake to ourselves till the very end. A guy went out by, well, where I normally have been fishing in my videos this year. We're going to enter the ice here. Now, I know the ice is 11 inches once you get out there, because I was out here last week. It was a warm week, but you can see this is the sketchy part this time of year, is these first couple steps. I mean, that's, I don't know, we might go through. We might go through. Careful, careful, careful. Careful, careful, careful. Okay, I think it's solid once we get to here. I think I'm on solid ground now. Okay, whew, that was sketchy. That was sketchy. That ice was bending and flexing. Getting off the ice is going to be sketchy too, but if I go in up to my knee on the way out, I don't care, because we can just go home at that point. Getting on, you don't want to be soaked the whole day. Oh, here we go, lake number 2. This auger just sucks. I'd say it's still safe. Do a quick measurement. This spot is kind of in the shade, but ice is still 10.5 inches. We've only lost a ½ inch since last week. Alright, first thing perch of the day is actually going to throw my tip-ups out this way. I might need to move into some deeper water. I'm not catching anything out that way. That perch is a little bit big for a tip-up, but I'm desperate. Perch seem to have pretty much turned on everywhere. This looks like a bigger perch looking at my spoon. Got him. It's not big. Alright, well, there's our 2 tip-up fish. Oh look, there's another fish on the screen down there. Probably going to be the last fish of the day. Actually feels like a little bit bigger of a perch, because it is a little bit bigger of a perch. It's not that big though. Alright, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave this pole reeled in. Start pulling flags. It's getting hard to see. It's cool seeing that box at the end of the night. Cool seeing wildlife. What's not cool is not seeing flags. Probably would have been better off sticking it out at Red House. We were getting flags there. We were messing with some bigger fish on the radar. They weren't biting, but we were messing with them, and as the sun started going down, whatever that fish was I was messing with probably would have bit. You win some, you lose some. We caught that one decent bass today, so we did have one decent fish. Hope you enjoyed today's adventure. All the videos from here on out are going to be open water fishing until next December. So hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. We'll catch you in the next adventure.